There used to be this great pride in not getting government handouts, but pride in saying, no, we don't need it because we've got jobs and we're working. It was there for the genuinely in need. That seems to have changed now. Everyone's got their hand out saying, what's in it for me? Hand me some cash because I'm missing out, even though they don't really need it.
Cory, that is the problem with our society, and people don't think, where's the money coming from? That's why we've got both parents having to work to pay the taxes that run this country for the essential needs and services and facilities that we require as a nation. It is supposed to be as a helping hand. I could walk in when I was 16, 17, and I could, walk into a centre and there'd be jobs on offer there for us. Those jobs are there these days. But where are the Aussies going to look for them? Because the problem, Cory, a lot of it comes from our educational system. These kids in Year 12 are leaving the schools with 45% pass. That's a pass, 45% in English and maths. They are not passing the requirements for a decent education in this country. We're going to be left behind because you're going to have people coming out here from other countries to take the jobs that belong to Australians because a lot of them are too lazy and want a lifestyle paid for by the taxpayer. At the end of the day, mate, if you're one of those people, you might think it's good now, but further down the track, you're going to be sorry because at the end of the day, you won't have the taxpayers or the money in this country to be able to pay for your lifestyle anymore, and you're going to leave a hell of a debt to your children.
That's exactly it's exactly right. And you know what's propping up our lifestyle now is the mining industry, but the government seems to, relish in its hatred of it. Yeah. They announced it had stopped 2 coal mines in Queensland this week, and I suspect they're just trying to prop up their green credentials, but my spies tell me these mines were inactive for years anyway. So what have they actually done?
Cory, I went to the opening of mine up at 2.5 hours bus drive from Mackay this week, and it was great to see because the employment that it creates, the money it brings to the state, and as I said, 1 in 5 Queenslanders are actually attribute their livelihood or income to the mining sector. The amount of money it brings to the state is unbelievable, not only the state but all to the federal government as well in the royalties that they bring and the jobs that they create. But, when Clive Palmer wanted to open up his mine, and I blame the coalition for this, that Susan Ley was too lazy and she promised me she would get up there to have a look at the mining site. They could have approved that mining site, but they didn't. So Tanya Plevichek, without even going up there, she knocked it on the head as well. It's a laughing joke, it really is, that we are selling our coal overseas to China, who are then using for emissions. Sorry.
Yeah, there's one thing I want to get to before I let you go. Your newest cartoon is out, please explain. It's got a shot at Jim Chalmers. I thought it was funny. Have a look at this.
Jim, come on, don't beat yourself up, mate. It was your first budget.
Oh, Anthony, I don't want to be a treasurer anymore.
Don't say that, Jim. It's just the economy.
No, that was amazing. I think I found my calling. I want to be a stand-up comedian.
Oh, Jim. So I don't know if you've heard about this housing crisis, not enough houses. How are we going to fix that?
Let's bring in 715,000 more immigrants. Hey, what do you reckon? That'll fix it?
It was very clever, Pauline Hanson, but do you reckon the Treasurer has got a shot at being a stand-up comic maybe on Tuesday night?
Oh, look, Cory, I just wish he'd actually get it right and understand how people are hurting out there. Bringing in 715,000 migrants is not going to help our economy. It's going to put pressure on people's lives, our way of life, our standard of living, and all they're doing is propping up their economy with more migrants. It's not helping the Australian people.
You're absolutely right. Pauline Hanson, thanks so much for joining me. Enjoy your week in Parliament ahead of us.